What's up, you all? And as requested, the Whitney Houston Medley 93 I Love You, Porgy, and I Am Telling You, and I Have Nothing. Let's get right into it. I didn't even know this existed. I just know the AMA one that was one of the greatest live vocal performances of all time. So let's get right into it. See how similar it is. I wonder if this came after the success of the AMA performance, or if it was just from her tour that she brought to the AMAs, you know? The diction is excellent. Sustained, seamless transition into the head voice, man. Oh, I love the depth of her tone on the man. Open that vowel sound. Nice and full. I got this memorized from the AMA version. I know every part. Oh, the richness in that tone. I love the delivery. It's stylized. It's beautiful. Just power. The resonance. She got a few of those runs from the AMA, but come on. Sing. Come on. Come on. Sing. That decision run. Come on. Come on. And the band is fire. Still. Come on. Sustain. She's sustaining these notes longer. That made me jump. Man, I mean the stamina. Do you know the breath support, the stamina these big songs take? I mean, these are. I just mean these are. She's climbing mountains vocally here. You know what I mean? I'm tired just watching her voice. Okay, what happened to Come on. I mean, crystal clear. See, just like the album version. Come on. Come on, ad-libs. I love that descendant run, always. What? Sing? Come on. What's going on? Oh, I like how it's sustained. The top part this time. Come on, Whitney. Come on. I thought she was gonna do the transition for the AMAs. That just angelic head tone. Whew. That's what I was waiting. That right there is what I wanted. That's what I was waiting for. Just that ending, and I'm good. I'm fine. See, I mean, what can I say? It was so much like the original version, but there was a lot more. The descending runs were fire. There was a lot. There was a well, I'd say there was quite a bit more descending runs here, and she sustained some of the higher notes for longer and didn't just. It's funny because it sounds like what I'm saying is counter to one another, but it's not. There's even though there's more runs on the higher note, she sustained more and did less of the descending runs on just the top part of her note. So she held it out a little longer, and I just mean that she did a little bit more like she held that kind of stuff out longer as well as held the top notes. It sounds so contrary, but I promise it's not. If you know what I mean, she did, but she just gave me more ad libs in general, but more sustained higher belts at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's just more. You know what I mean? And she just killed the doggone thing. I mean, just like I said, her tone, her diction is excellent, excellent, excellent. And I find that it's unfortunate, but they used to say that she sung too white or whatever early in her career. And I personally have had that experience around, other, my brothers and sisters have said to me because I don't talk a certain way with a certain amount of slang that I sound white. So I think it's just her diction. Her diction was so perfect. Her pronunciation was crystal clear. I think that's a big part of the reason why they say, well, she didn't sound black enough for us. You know what I mean? I've had that issue. I can imagine somebody on her pedestal, getting and just extreme amount of it, and it's just ignorance. It really is just ignorance. It ain't no sense trying to make sense of. It's just ignorant. You know what I mean? And she just had this excellent diction, and her tone is just it's so rich. And the way that she delivered her delivery here, especially in the beginning, "I Love You, Porgy," it was so stylized, so sort of, kind of just, I don't know, acted out like Broadway sort of. You know what I mean? How they just acted out and they really lived the lyrics. It's super stylized, what I'm trying to say. She gave me that, and I loved the delivery. I loved Whitney's delivery all the time. Obviously, she's a master at that, but especially "I Love You, Porgy," that was just heavenly. And her head voice, her transitions, crystal seamless, absolutely no break, and just so operatic. The vibrato. I mean, if there was ever a perfect vibrato for me personally, it would be Whitney's. It's so operatic and so the timing of it. It's not too slow, not too heavy. I would say not super quick to the point where you sound like a goat. You know what I mean? It's just a perfect timing of speed of her vibrato. It's crystal clear. Her belt's just crystal clear. And when she opened up that vowel sound every time, I mean the resonance and the just straight up power was just absolutely monumental. And her stamina and her breath support is what impresses me the most here. Those songs are massive, massive. Especially I and I'm telling you, and her song "I Have Nothing." Those two back to back, both of them are killers. Both of them are killers. Usually, singers would stretch out songs that big. They do a big song, then they go to one of their poppy songs that don't take much effort, probably mime it, and then go for another big song. They just space them out. But going back to back to back like this, uh, just absolute the stamina, the just incredible, incredible breath support here, and the band, even though the sound quality was awful, you know what I mean? It was awful. I could still hear them jamming. I could still hear enough to know that they were jamming. And I guess that's the same band that she took to the AMA performance because that band was fire as well. And they were playing just like them. I assume it's the same band. I mean, they were just, you just don't know how much that band was about to have me with, along with her voice, jumping out this seat like Bobby was in the AMA version, in the crowd, about to just blast off into space. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Which one did you all prefer, the AMAs or this version? I personally, because the sound quality was so much better, I'd go for the AMAs. The sound was excellent. I could hear the fullness of the band, the fullness of Whitney's voice, and she just looked bad as she can be. and seeing the crowd just go ham, the crowd was going ham for this too. Almost too much, you know what I mean? But, I couldn't, it's just the quality was just, I prefer the AMA version. But let me know what y'all think. Thank you all for liking, subscribing, and please continue to report your favorites.